Hello, Ben and Ian.
Good morning, Rob.
Morning, guys. Morning.
Well, welcome to the GodCentral Christmas Special Podcast.
The Christmas edition.
The one that we've been trying to do for weeks now.
Oh dear.
We originally wanted to do this in the garden with a fire. You know, we wanted to be able to sit around, have a conversation, have a bit of a laugh, but we ain't been able to do that because of weather and coronavirus restrictions, etc.
Yeah.
So now we're here back on Zoom.
Everybody's favourite.
Yeah, exactly. Working with what we've got. Just have to make it work, won't we?
Yeah.
Before we start, we've got to acknowledge, though, that, you know, today is, what's today now? 21st? Today's the 21st. On the 19th, we were told that we're going into Tier 4. It's basically lockdown, isn't it? Tier 4.
I would say so.
It's just another name for lockdown. So we're going into Tier 4, which means you can't really do anything. And we've got, you know, we want to make this podcast a little bit more lighthearted, but we've got to acknowledge the fact that there's going to be some people out there that are having a very different Christmas to what they had planned, including myself, actually. The Boxing Day, I was supposed to be going around my parents. Can't do that anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Has it changed things for you guys?
For me, just Christmas Day. My folks were due to come round. Obviously, they can't now. So, you know, turkey's going to last till the new year, I reckon. But apart
turkey
from that,
sandwiches.
yeah, turkey sandwich, turkey curry, turkey omelette, you name it.
Yeah.
We'll have to Google recipes, I reckon. But
what about you, Ian?
Yeah, I mean, we normally have Chris's brother over, so he obviously lives in Warwickshire, so he can't come. I can't see. Well, my children can't come over because Abby. Strangely enough, Abby lives in Tier 2 in St Neots, so she's quite free to do what she, pretty much what she wants. So they were going to come. No, sorry, we were going to go there on the 27th for the day and stay over, so I can't see her. And we were going to go and see Luke for my other son. He lives in Harlow, so we can't meet indoors. So I'm going to probably go and see him for a walk. We'll go for a walk, socially distance walk. Yeah, so it's not great. I think for me the biggest thing is really my mother just come out of hospital and they had COVID on her ward.
Yeah.
She came out on Friday, so she's got herself isolated for 10 days. So she's a widower, lives on her own, so she's going to be on her own at home Christmas Day.
Right, okay.
So she's 87, quite frail. So I'm going to obviously take a Christmas dinner over to her and stand outside, but yeah, we have to make the most of it, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's changed a lot of people's plans. I mean, yeah, and I got a little bit disappointed in it. I was a bit annoyed, actually, Saturday night, because that morning spent a load of money preparing for Boxing Day, and now it's out the window. But
yeah, I think a lot of people that were going to go somewhere else for Christmas dinner are now going to have to rush out and buy the food for their own Christmas dinner.
Exactly that. Yeah, exactly that. I
That's
suppose we have to.
That's
Sorry,
like you, is it?
Christmas Day, I was always going to be with Eleanor. That's when we're going to do our Christmas dinner thing.
Oh, okay. So you prepared for that anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, but Boxing Day, I bought some bits to take around with Mum's. Do you know what I mean? Just to, I like to feast around Christmas. So.
Oh yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I suppose though, it's, you know, exactly this year, and we need to remember really that the reason I was annoyed, like I said, was about food and, you know, the money aspects of it, etc. But we do really need to remember that it isn't about the, you know, the presents and the consumerism, as people like to say. It's, you know, it's the birth of Jesus, etc. So I suppose it's a good reminder. It's a blessing in disguise, kind of, that we can refocus.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the whole year has been a one of you know, introspection. You know, what's really important for me? What do I value? And particularly for me as a Christian, my faith around this time of year is vitally important, and it does take that consumerism out of it a little bit, and that, you know, materialism, and you can focus on actually, you know, the birth of Jesus, how that changed the trajectory of the world, and also you know, family and friends. You know, all these things are the things that we hold dear and are important to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. There's going to be a lot more family Zoom calls going on again, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Christmas quizzes. Has anyone had an invite for that yet? I haven't, but I dare say it's on its way.
Yeah, no, I haven't. No.
We've already said we're going to do Zoom present opening with Abby. So no, I've always struggled with Christmas because I've always felt it's been hijacked, and it's for me it's more and more difficult to actually get to the bottom of the meaning of Christmas because it's so busy, especially when you're, you know, we our generation, well, my generation, obviously you two guys are so young, and
absolutely,
but my generation,
completely agree.
It's quite unique because we've still got children that I mean, they're adults, but they would always assume that they would come round for Christmas Day. They still assume the role of a dependent, and then we've both got elderly parents, which are also have assumed the same role of dependency. So we've got dependents at both ends of the scale, which means that we are always very busy looking after other people's needs at Christmas. And so we don't get much time. You know, I used to love going to Chris Dingle services Christmas Eve, and they're normally quite late.
Yeah.
I used to love the traditional, you know, with the candle lights and the choir music and the smells of, you know, cinnamon and all that sort of Christmassy smell. You know, I love the cinnamon candles that you get.
Yeah.
Which reminds me of going to a Chris Dingle service. But I haven't been to one for years because we're so busy on Christmas Eve. Because we've got all the kids coming, we've got all the parents coming, we've got, you know, we have like 8, 10, 12 for dinner, and then afterwards, the teenagers that you haven't got teenagers, I'm sorry, but you know, they'll all relate to this. They're lazy bums, most of them. So they'll have their dinner. They've been in bed all morning because they've probably been out. So they haven't done anything. They get up, they have their dinner, they go to sleep. and then the parents do the same. They have to, and they go to sleep. And
I was going to say, it sounds ideal, really.
Chris and I, we've been up till like midnight doing all the veg and ham and everything. And then Chris mainly, she does all the cooking in the morning. It's a huge task, you know, to do a big roast dinner, get everything on the table on time, hot. Everyone else eats it and then goes to sleep, and then we have to clear it up.
Yeah.
I hate Christmas.
Well, do you know what? A lot of people end up in that. I mean, my family, they definitely do. Christmas is such a thing for them, like such a stress that on Christmas Day, there's definitely going to be an argument of some sort. You know, it's like I'll go to my mum's and someone will like annoy the other person, and it'll just go. That's it. Christmas every single year, something will happen.
You're going to wash up?
I cook. I do the cooking most of the time.
What, when you go around there?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's because I'm trying to avoid arguments. I'm trying to say, you sit down, have a wine, I'll cook.
Yeah.
I've got two observations on what you said. Ian. The first one is that you are fairly close in age to being that dependent elderly person.
I can't wait. I tell you, I can't wait.
And secondly, I have seen so many churches putting online carol services, these kind of things online that one can access whenever they want. So I reckon, you know, just find a good one.
Yeah.
Grab a cinnamon grab a cinnamon candle, maybe an orange or something, and some cloves and what have you. Light it and watch it in your own time.
Yeah. No.
Or maybe the GodCentral one.
Yeah.
Carols from Kings. We always have that on it. So yeah, I probably will do that actually. But yeah.
What I mean, Ian kind of spoke into Christmas traditions there. What Christmas traditions does the Norris family tend to have? If there's any unique little things that you guys do?
That's an interesting question because there's nothing really. I mean, we've been back in the UK now for 4 years. Previously to that, I was working every day apart from Christmas Day in December. So Christmas Day I used to be really chilled. Now obviously kids are a little bit older, you know, young adults really. So it's early morning for me. I'm awake early, I'm sorting the dogs out, and the kids and that will wake up whenever they're ready. Nicky will, you know, so it's presents in the morning. Then I jump in the kitchen, put the pinny on, slave away for a meal that lasts about 20 minutes. And then clear up, and then just chill out. Yeah, nothing special really.
It is a long old slog of Christmas.
Yeah,
it really is, especially with cooking. I think for me, it takes me back to childhood really, and I don't know if other families do this. It might be just my weird family, to be honest with you, but they tend to get, well, you know, the kids, not so much me anymore. I get socks and deodorant, but like my nephews will get presents and they'll draw it out all day. There won't be one bulk opening up. It'll be just all day long. Just, you know, let's open one in an hour. Do you know what I mean? You think like, let's get it out of the way. Let's do the presents and then just chill out a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I've certainly not done that. I think the kids normally we open presents in the morning, and then my folks come round in the afternoon, which sort of round two really.
Yeah.
I don't think my kids would have the patience to draw it out all day.
No,
I didn't.
No, me neither.
I weren't trying to do that.
we used to get, when I was a kid, we used to be allowed to open one present like in the middle of the night. So because we you know, you wouldn't sleep, and then you'd be restless, and then you'd get up at like 4 a.m. And so they kind of realised that was going to happen anyway. So they said, well, we'll put one present by your bed. So when you wake up in the night, you can open it, but stay in your room. You're not allowed out of your room until like 6 o'clock, and that was their concession basically, which they probably were still horrified about. So we get up at 4 o'clock, open a present, and we might make it till 6, but normally not. And we normally burst into their bedroom about 5:30.
Yeah.
You know, looking for more presents. So yeah.
What kind of presents were you given in the 1920s, Ian? Was it like an abacus?
Well, yeah, it was homemade. You know, it was made out of wood, painted.
Spinning top.
That sort of thing. Cardboard doilies. You know, matched pipe cleaners bent into. You know, things like that.
Fair enough.
Now I'll tell you what, we had great toys. So I was born in '63, right? So I'm a '60s child. So I was a young boy in the late '60s, early '70s, and the toys in that area, I think they were the best. And it was all robots. Robots were such a massive thing because of the moon landing.
Yeah.
The whole society was fascinated by aliens, robots. You know, so there was all the robot toys came out sort of the late '60s, early '70s. So yeah, we had great toys. We had one in particular I remember. There was an American astronaut toy called Major Matt Mason, and he had a whole range of space vehicles. And he was about that big. You know, made of wire with a wire internal, so you could bend him into shape. But he had some such cool vehicles. It was great, really good. Robots that would walk and the doors would open up and guns would come out firing and all this stuff.
I reckon every generation can do that though. Claim that their generation had the best toys. Because my generation, I was born in the '80s, and I like to think we was that last generation before everything was digital. Do you know what I mean? So I went through the '90s playing with toys like Action Man and Mad Max.
Yeah.
But now my nephews, they're straight on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think, well, yeah, you're probably right. Everybody thinks they're the best, but these, and you've got to remember, in those days, you know, you didn't see anything electronic. There wasn't, you know, you didn't have electronic calculators, you didn't have mobile phones, you didn't have anything that had an electronic screen. So everything was mechanical. So the toys were really clever. I mean, I had a computer car one year. It was called Computer Car, but I mean, computers had only just been invented. And you had to have a card, and you could cut out different shapes in this card. You'd slide the card in the bottom of the car, and a little motor would pull it through, and there was these rollers that would follow the shape of the card.
Right. Okay.
Depending on the card shape, it would drive a different course on the floor. To me, it was like magic. It was like, how does it do that? How does this car drive around these cones, and how does it know where it's going?
Yeah,
it was
Seems
all mechanical.
like genius.
Yeah.
Now you could probably just plan that out on an app on a phone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
No
we thought it was so magic, these toys. We just didn't know how they worked.
While we're talking about you know, a bit of consumerism, I thought it'd be good to you know, play a little game of what we think the best Christmas movies are. What's your knowledge on Christmas movies, either of you?
we've done the whole of the Sky Christmas catalogue up until this point, I feel like.
What about you, Ian? Are you a bit of a? I know you're a bit of a movie man.
Yeah, I think if I had to pick top two, it would be Polar Express. Really like that.
Ooh. That ain't even on my list.
Oh, come on.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll add it. I'll add it. We're gonna do 5 categories: terrible, bad, average, good,
Okay.
and GOAT, greatest of all time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Ready.
I'm gonna go through some of them. I'll put a little graphic like there, or maybe down there somewhere.
We have to score them, do we?
I feel like you should turn Ian like black and white as well because he's so old.
Yeah, I could do that.
I hope you've got It's a Wonderful Life on there. 1955.
Right, so terrible, bad, average, good, GOAT. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, you ready? First movie, Elf. Where you put Elf?
Average.
Average.
I'd say it's a great movie. It's a good movie.
Ooh, it's going in good, not GOAT.
No.
Do you know what? Will Ferrell, for me, I can't. It's, do you know what I mean? I just really struggle with it.
For the rest of my family, Elf is up there. Like, yeah, top, but not for me.
This is controversial.
I find it quite annoying, to be honest.
Yeah? but you put it in good anyway.
Well, I was being generous at Christmas. I said average.
Ian, this is going to be the official GodCentral Christmas movie list.
Well, I agree, so.
What about Jingle All the Way, Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I don't know. I've seen it.
Ooh.
You might have to remind me. What's in that?
He's trying to get a superhero toy for his son, and he's going around various different shops, having a battle with a postman, I think, or a delivery guy.
Yeah, postman was Sinbad.
Was it? Do you know what? It's been a while since I've seen it. I quite like it.
I watched it the other day.
Of course you did.
Arnie, is it? Is it Arnie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen it all. I can't score it. Sorry.
I don't think I've seen it all.
Oh, you've got to score it. That's the rules. You've got to put it in one of the categories.
It's okay.
Given the theme, which is I hate all this consumerism, I'm going to give it what's the bottom category? Rubbish.
Yeah, terrible, rubbish.
Terrible. I'm going to say terrible.
Ooh.
I haven't seen it.
I'm going to go average for that one.
Yeah, I'll say sort of average, okay.
What about The Grinch? Is it The Grinch That Stole Christmas? Is that the full title?
Yeah.
Which one?
Jim Carrey.
The original one, the Jim Carrey one.
Oh,
I'll say original.
Yeah, that's a good movie right there.
Yeah, I think that's good. I'm going to go good.
Yeah. I'm going to go good. I was going to go GOAT, but I don't think you can like overpopulate GOAT, can you?
No, you can't. You can't have more than one or two in there.
Yeah.
I don't think.
No, I'm going to go good with that one as well then. What about Home Alone 1?
Yeah, that's a GOAT for me.
Oh, Ian, this is going to be really controversial.
Sorry, don't do it for me. I'm sorry. I'm going to go average.
Oh, I can't believe that.
No,
average.
Yeah.
Ian, that says a lot about you, mate.
What, that he's rated The Grinch higher?
Yeah. What was the other one as well? Elf. Better than Home Alone. Wow. What about Home Alone 2?
Rubbish.
I'll say average.
I don't think I've seen it, to be honest.
That's the one in New York.
Yeah, the Donald Trump cameo.
Oh yeah. Don't forget he's in something.
Average. Yeah, I think it's all right. It's decent.
I think I'm going to have to. So the first Home Alone I'll put in GOAT. Home Alone 2, I think that's got to be good for me. I think I still enjoyed it.
Decent movie.
It wasn't as good as the first one. This one, I haven't watched in a while. I don't know if you have done. A Muppets Christmas Carol. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's a good film. Solid. Ian?
Yeah, good. I like the Muppets.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll go for good on that one.
More than
we're
Home
all
Alone.
agreed on that.
Unreal.
Hey?
More than Home Alone. That's unreal.
Definitely.
I think there's certainly.
No doubt about it.
I think Ian must have something against Kevin McAllister.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't got my top films in your list, so it's, I'm not going to score the mistakes, am I?
Yet. We haven't got it yet. You never know.
Okay. Go on in.
Santa Claus the movie, which I think was 1985. So Ian will remember it easily because he was in his last.
Yeah, that's all right. It's average, I think.
It's a classic, isn't it? That one.
Yeah,
I quite enjoy that one.
I'll go good on that one.
Good. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go average on that one.
Yeah.
This one, I'm putting straight down into terrible. Shrek the Halls.
Shrek the what?
You haven't watched it? It's basically the terrible Shrek Christmas adaptation.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
No, don't watch it. It's not worth your time.
I haven't seen it either, and it's got to be awful then, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's going in awful.
It must be awful. You've seen everything, haven't you?
Well, it's not on the Sky Christmas channel. I'll say that much.
Oh well, that's out.
Oh, do they only play the most quality of Christmas movies? Yeah?
No.
All right, Polar Express.
Hey, finally, GOAT.
Oh, I'm just gonna say average just to annoy Ian.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was gonna go bad.
No, it's a great movie. It's really good.
Seen it, Rob. You can't score.
It is a great movie. Really good.
Polar Express.
I'm not goating it.
No, I can't go and goat. I think I've only watched it the one time as well.
Okay.
Maybe I'll put it in good. No, I'm going to go average just to annoy Ian.
Oh dear.
Die Hard. Right, hold on. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Well, it is set at Christmas time, isn't it? Although the theme is not Christmassy.
Basically, that's the whole condition, isn't it, for a Christmas movie? Yeah. As long as it's set somewhere between, August and December.
I would have thought the definition of a Christmas movie is it's about Christmas, not that it's set at Christmas time.
Then they sing a Christmas song at the end of it.
So that makes it about Christmas, doesn't it?
Yeah. There's Christmas content.
I mean, surely it's got to be about it being set around Christmas time. Otherwise, what's Home Alone? I mean... Yeah,
well, we've already said that's rubbish, so there you go.
So it's official. GodCentral is officially saying that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. No, it's right up there on our list of things that need to be clarified.
I'm saying it's not a Christmas film.
I mean, I wouldn't put it in the same category as like The Nativity or anything like that, but I do feel it is a Christmas movie.
I'm saying it's a Christmas movie.
I have to disagree.
That's all right. It's 2-1.
Two things I would say. One is it's not about Christmas, and two is it's not a family film for kids. And I think a Christmas film should be kid friendly. It's too violent to be a Christmas film, so I'm going to say it's not a Christmas film. That's my view.
What tier are you putting it in? What tier? What category are you putting it in?
I think it's a good film, but it's not a Christmas film.
Ben?
Oh, it's a good movie. Yeah, I'm not goating it.
Have I put anything in GOAT yet? I think I put Home Alone in GOAT.
Mine was Home Alone.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go good as well then. I don't think I can put it up here with Home Alone. That's the end of my list. What's your controversial one, Ben?
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase, go, go, go.
I don't,
Every time.
I don't know if I can. No, I don't know if I can. That's not my cup of humour. That's going straight into bad.
And the worst one is Home Alone 3.
That's not a Christmas movie, is it? Is that set
a
at Christmas?
movie. It was released in December 1997.
Well, it does make it a Christmas movie.
It does.
You'll probably find that Gladiator was released in December.
That's right, yeah. I'll tell you, Pink Floyd's The Wall was released in December, so that's not a Christmas film.
Well, that's true, but the premise throughout is Christmas holidays.
You didn't have my other goat, which is It's a Wonderful Life.
That's a black and white movie. It don't count.
Hey?
The black and white movie. It doesn't count.
Oh, what do you mean don't count?
Yeah, they're not movies if they're in black and white. I'm sorry.
You should watch. Everybody should watch It's a Wonderful Life.
I can't watch black and white movies.
Can't watch black and white films. Oh
no,
man,
it just does my head in.
We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do the same thing now with. Sorry.
Can you not watch subtitle films either?
No. Oh no! Don't even get me started.
I can, but it has to be good.
The problem I have with subtitle movies is that Nikki's often distracted doing other things, so I then have to read the subtitles to her.
That's no good.
What's the point?
No, there's no point in that.
What about while we want it? What about subtitled TV series?
About what?
Same thing.
Anything subtitled, I just can't be getting on with.
I reckon you can, Ian.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, I'll give it a go. I was brought up on the silent movies, you know.
You sure you didn't just all act it out in the front room with each other?
Well, before silent movies, that's what we used to do, yeah. We sit around the radio, you know, listening to BBC One, Radio 1. Well, yeah.
When was War of the Worlds broadcast on the radio?
The original one was in the 50s, yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was like, I believe it was true. Yeah.
You was on your way to work that day.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, right, I told the wife, I said, the end of the world is coming. We're being invaded by aliens.
We're going to do the same thing, but with Christmas dinner items now.
Christmas dinner?
Yeah, okay. I think this one divides people. There's a lot of swaying of opinion with Christmas dinner items. So we're going to start off with Brussels sprouts.
I like Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, 100% on my plate.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Brussels sprouts. So this is
bacon.
I wanted a good argument out of that one, but apparently we all like them. Yeah.
Well, did you see that program about Brussels sprouts? You know that program called The Factory? I don't know if you've ever seen it, where they show you how they make mass-produced items.
I have watched that. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it, but I'm not sure I'd watch one on Brussels sprouts.
No, well, it wasn't only on Brussels sprouts. It was on Christmas cakes, but part of the program was on Brussels sprouts, and they said that they've actually changed. They genetically modified Brussels sprouts to be more sweet.
Yes,
over
correct.
Years.
Yeah. Okay.
So the Brussels sprouts that I remember back in the 20s, they would have tasted a lot more bitter, and you know.
Those were the grey ones, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Everything was black and white.
Black and white. The black and white Brussels that we used to have, yeah. So they reckon that today's Brussels are a lot sweeter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right, 100%.
Especially if you cook them in bacon fat.
You should bake them in the oven, because that releases some of the enzymes that. Well, they also, this is really interesting. There's an enzyme in a Brussels sprout that some people can taste and some people can't. And the people that can taste it are the ones that don't like it, and the people that can't taste it are the ones that like it.
Yeah, okay. I do know the Brussels sprouts, like throughout the year, like the earlier ones you get, they taste different to the ones closer to Christmas.
Yeah.
as well, yeah.
So start preparing for Christmas back in February, and you'll be all right.
But you can't. You must overcook them. That's the thing.
What
Right.
about carrots?
Yes.
Yeah. I like carrots.
Honey glazed.
Yeah, that's
Hold on, we didn't tear up Brussels sprouts. I'm going to put them in average.
Oh, I'm going.
They're all right, but
Oh, they're good for me.
Yeah, I'm good. Good for me.
I mean, we're talking good.
Ian,
Yeah, good. Good for me.
average.
Anything
I
that isn't
don't
meat is the average.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, what about parsnips?
Oh, good.
Yeah, parsnips are good. Yeah.
No, I'm going bad.
And apparently,
Yeah.
you should roast them with the skin on.
Yeah, apparently. That's what Jamie Oliver says.
Why is that?
I think they taste better and probably roast up crisp up a bit better.
They're just
Well,
better that way.
Honey glaze. Tell you what, honey glaze with Parmesan cheese.
I don't like parsnips. I
Parmesan
feel
cheese?
like with parsnips, I feel like they're deceptive, aren't they? They trick you. I don't
Well, they
like
trick you,
accidentally pick. You know, I don't like going for a potato because I'm pure caveman. My dinner. I don't like going for a potato and then biting into it and thinking that's disgusting.
Oh, I leave my parsnips cut them in half basically, so you can tell you can tell what you're eating. But did you say put Parmesan cheese on?
Yeah.
Can you? How do we remove it? How do we remove this guy from this chat? I mean, what is going on?
I might be able to mute him.
The Italian Christmas dinner. A little bit of Parmesan.
Yeah. Right.
Man.
Don't knock it until you try it.
Well, okay. Well, I won't knock it, but I won't be trying it. That's for sure.
Do you like Parmesan cheese?
I love Parmesan cheese, but not my Christmas dinner.
He also puts Marmite on them.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Oh dear.
Well, give it a go. Let us know what you think of it. What about pigs in blankets?
That's got to be goat, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Got to be, yeah.
I'm going to put it in goat. The only thing is, you can have too many, can't you? Pigs in blankets. They seem like a really good idea until you've had more than a couple, and it's like, I don't ever want it.
The problem with them is how do you cook them so that you don't get the fat inside that's still not cooked. That's what I struggle with. To get a properly cooked pigs in blanket, very difficult.
Probably have to do it a bit slower, don't you?
I don't know. I don't know what the secret is. I don't know. Ben, you're a chef. How do you get the inside?
Didn't you know you're a chef?
Many other things. That's a good. I mean, I've never had the fat in. You mean
cut all the fat off, do you?
You mean the fat on the bacon?
Yeah. Do you cut it off first?
No, I've got a little blowtorch, man, to
That's what it is.
crisp up. Crisp up the bacon, crisp up the old carrots with the old honey and everything.
What do you use? Streaky bacon or normal bacon? Or are you buying just pre-made?
I think it's got to be streaky bacon, isn't it? But the key is not to wrap it round like 500 times, so it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Doesn't strangle it.
I mean, on a little sausage like that and a streaky bit of bacon that long, a little bit of bacon's not going to cook particularly well.
I think you've got the secret there. Not too much bacon, so you don't roll it.
I can't give away too many secrets.
Yeah, I'm going to tell the missus that. Don't want any fat in my pig in blanket this year.
All round Ben's for Christmas. I suppose not. Actually, I suppose not this year. Next year, all round Ben's for Christmas.
At the door.
What about roast potatoes?
Oh, go 100%.
Yeah, go.
Goose fat, butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid. I'm going go.
Bit of Parmesan cheese.
Wow, I mean, why not? Why not?
Stuffing. Now hold on.
Go.
With stuffing, it's difficult, isn't it? Because you got your plain old Saxo normal everyday roast dinner stuffing.
Go
I do feel like other varieties of stuffing are available from other companies.
This ain't the BBC. This ain't the BBC. We don't, you know.
I think you've got to get a good stuffing. One with the nuts and the fruit in. They're really good.
Yeah, I love stuffing. I'm going goat on that.
I'd drop it into good for me. I'm not, you know, it's got to be a really great stuffing to make it good.
Fair enough. Right, we're going to do some meats other than, you know, pigs in blankets and stuffing. Turkey.
Yeah, not a great fan, to be honest.
Yeah, if it's not cooked till it's like dried out, it's fine.
Yeah.
So what are you going? You're going good on that?
I'll say good. Yeah, just make sure you cook it upside down.
Yeah.
Good, Ian?
Yeah, good for me on turkey.
Yeah, I can go good. I think I'm going to go good on it. If it's cooked well, it goes in good. Otherwise, it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Way down. Roast beef.
Roast beef.
Yeah, good.
I could go goat on that one.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, I love roast beef. Yeah.
It's way up there.
It's got to be cooked right though, not overcooked. It's got to be still red.
What about leg of lamb or any lamb variation?
Oh, lamb for me's got to be goat as well. Well, you can't have two goats, can you?
Yeah, you can.
You can, yeah. It's Christmas.
The way you're going with Parmesan cheese and that, you can have goat as well.
Well, I could try a goat, yeah.
I mean,
we might do that.
Lamb is Nikki loves lamb, so I think it's all right. It's good for me. Not great, but
I love lamb. I've got to put lamb up in goat.
I think the best meat dish, apart from Christmas, you could have would be lamb chops.
Yeah, I like lamb chops.
The best meat dish, I'd go for lamb chops.
I like good like lamb chops are difficult though, aren't they? Because you can get a lot of bone in those lamb chops. Yeah,
but I like the bone because you can get all crispy and you can chew it, gnaw it, can't you?
It reminds you of being on rations, doesn't it? Having to really fight for your meat.
Yeah, they don't get much meat on them, but it's the flavours amazing.
What about what meat am I? Some ham? People like I was going to say some people like a ham, don't they?
Yeah, got a bit of ham, haven't you? Honey glaze.
Me, I don't often have a ham at Christmas. I'll be honest. I'm going to put it in average.
Pretty much one of the only times I have it.
No, we have hams. Gammon joint's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Put cloves on it. What else? Pineapple, honey glaze. It's all good.
Fair enough. Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah. Got it.
Goat.
Yeah, I'm going to go good on Yorkshire pudding.
Mixed reviews, I feel.
Yeah, why good? Disgusting. No, it's got to go goat. It's got to go goat for me.
Definitely.
Right, gravy. Bring it all together with some gravy.
I'll take it or leave it, to be honest. I've got a good mint sauce, cranberry sauce. I'm good. I don't need gravy, to be honest.
Fair enough. Ian?
Yeah, I'm not a world about gravy. I do have gravy, but I would say, yeah, it's nice. I'd say put it in good.
Yeah, I'm going to go good. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty hungry now. This was a terrible idea, wasn't
it? Yeah, me too.
I do look forward to Christmas dinner each year, though. I look forward to it all year long.
Oh, wow.
As soon as I'm finished, I think, I can't wait till next year's Christmas dinner. Once it's settled a little bit. What do you Christmas pudding, traditional Christmas pudding, I'm talking. Do you guys like it? Do you eat it? Or do you go for an alternative?
I love Christmas pudding. I always get homemade one from my mum.
Okay, cool.
I'll put that definitely in the goat category.
Solid, okay.
I'm going to go good. I don't mind a Christmas pudding. Probably the only one who eats it really in the family.
I'm going to go average. I eat it out of tradition. But really, when I'm eating it, I'm like, sorry?
You had a homemade one?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, there you go then.
Yeah, but don't they take like
homemade Christmas
14 months to make?
Yeah, it does. It lasts about 20 years as well, which is great.
Well, I'll tell you what, get your mum to make it and I'll pay her for it.
Yeah. And the best thing is, on Boxing Day, the Christmas pudding, you cut it into a slice about half an inch thick and you fry it in butter.
And if you put a bit of parmesan on top of that, for the win, mate. For the win.
No, so the outside is crispy and the inside is hot, and then you put cream on it. That is amazing.
Is that a thing? Do people fry their Christmas pudding?
I do. Every Boxing Day, I fry Christmas pudding.
This is the first I've heard of it. Now I feel like I should buy a slightly larger Christmas pudding than I was going to buy just to try this.
Oh, you've got to fry it in butter, mate. Oh,
this is one of the things that I'm willing to try. The Parmesan, I'm not willing to try, but that, I'll give it a go.
Do you know, I think you should take it up a step, deep fry it. Batter it and deep fry it.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
Wow.
You might have to freeze it first.
Yes.
Slice it, freeze it, batter it, deep fry it.
It's very dense, so you probably could get away with deep frying it.
I'm not going to do it. But I'll tell you what, we may have given somebody in the church an idea to, to do it.
Find out when someone, yeah.
So let's move on from food because I'm getting quite hungry. I've got to go work this afternoon.
You better have some lunch first.
Well, I'll have some cereal, maybe.
Full roast.
I've already eaten too much. It's only, the 21st? Calm down a little bit. What about, we'll reflect on 2020 a little bit. How's this year? Well, let's do it personally first before we do it as a church. How's your 2020 been going into 2021? How do you view this year?
I think I've been very fortunate actually this year with COVID. So many people have had employment problems or even lost their income. So for me, and I really don't like to say it, but in many ways it's been a positive because I work in Dartford, so I have to do the Dartford crossing every day.
Okay.
Well, not every day because I only work 3 days a week now. So it's meant that I haven't had to go in the office. So that's been a real blessing. I really hate that journey. It's horrible. It can take anywhere between 40 minutes and 2 hours. You never know on a given day.
Yeah.
And it's just so tiring. And I have to leave the house at 6:30, don't get home till 6, 12-hour day. So yeah, it really sounds horrible and very selfish to say that it's actually, for me, COVID is.
This is your personal opinion. I know Eleanor would say the same thing. That,
I don't know anybody that's been very ill with it, which is again a real blessing. I've not had any. No one has actually been ill or died that I know of in my circle. So again, just feel really, really blessed that it's not really affected us. It's not affected my income. It's not affected our health. I think the first lockdown was quite tough for Chris. A lot more than for me. She's a very social animal. She's always out with friends. Well, I'd never see her, She's got so many friends. She's always going out, and her job, she babysits a couple of days a week. So during lockdown, she got really low because she was obviously stuck indoors, couldn't see her friends. So it affected her quite badly at first, quite down. But for me personally, I've been not really affected by it.
Yeah, I know myself. Like I've been working throughout, and I've been, driving to and from East London for work. But I think Eleanor would say the same thing. She's grateful for being able to work at home more often. Not having to do that commute every day, because it is difficult. Like she gets the train, but when I'm driving, that's another sort of hour and a half added to my work day, maybe 2 hours more if there's a lot of traffic. For me, I feel like this has been an opportunity from God to tell me to just slow down, because we've had to. Do you know what I mean? We've had to stop doing things. We've had to stop going out and seeing people and just being uber busy. Now, I have had periods where I am still busy and there's a lot going on. But yeah, I think that's something I can reflect back on and say was a positive thing about 2020. What about you, Ben?
I think for us, certainly, for those that know our story, we've been I've been working from home for a while now with Nikki being ill. So I'd kind of hit that pattern already, which before the lockdown. So I was quite grateful for that kind of lead in, because I am the kind of guy that likes to be out and about, working, and then, you know, meeting people and doing bits and bobs like that. So for me to work from home is my least favourite thing of all. I just struggle to work from home. So that little lead in where I was still able to go out and do stuff was great. And then to be sort of locked down, you can't go out. You know, I was already kind of transitioned a little bit, so it was good. We were still extremely busy at work and church and bits and bobs like that, but it was also an opportunity for me to look a little bit more at, as I said earlier, about the things that are important. You know, to me, what are the important things that I can look at in my life during this time, and you know, make the necessary adjustments and changes. For me.
It's definitely helped me to appreciate like certain people more. Like we often go out, play golf, you know, and I dare say if the whole pandemic hadn't happened, we might not be doing that. Do you know what I mean? We'd still just be wrapped up in our own lives, doing our own thing. It might not have been in the radar, but I think we needed something to do. Do you know what I mean? We needed like something to get into that was within the restrictions, etc. So yeah, I mean, I definitely appreciate different people and new friends, etc.
I think you can end up being, whether you agree or whether you disagree, you can end up being creatures of habit. Right? You go to work, you come home, you do whatever you do, you go to the gym, you know, then Sunday you go to church, and that's all been taken away.
Yeah.
And then you've got to readjust and look at different patterns. You know, having relationships via Zoom, via WhatsApp, via different other social media platforms, it has changed the relationship dynamics for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the biggest thing for me is not meeting at church. I really miss Sunday meetings.
Me too. I mean, this is coming up later on today, because this is being filmed on the 21st. Later on today, the podcast with Lee comes out, and we speak about that a little bit. You know, the atmosphere on a Sunday. Even if you're really busy and you want to get out, there's still a different atmosphere about being at church with people you know, people you want to speak to. Do you know what I mean? It brings a different dynamic to it. Instead of, don't get me wrong, like a Zoom call serves a purpose, but it ain't the same, is it? It's difficult. Like even now, we're talking over each other by accident, and it just don't quite work.
Yeah.
What about, I've got on my list wishes for 2021, but it should probably be prayers for 2021. Like what do we want from God for 2021?
Well,
I want an end to a pandemic, I'd say.
I think the most obvious thing to say is that we want the pandemic to end so that we can get back to some sort of normality.
Yeah, definitely. Normality would be good now. I'm a bit bored of going from tier 2, tier 3, tier 4.
Trying to work out the rule.
It's just aggro, isn't it, at this point?
Yeah, it's been so confusing to work out what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. And it's very tiring.
Yeah, hopefully those vaccines will, kick in and go back to a bit of normality.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, we'll probably start wrapping it up there because it's been I don't know. It's been a while. Shall we end with a prayer? It's a Christmas special. We haven't ended a podcast on a prayer yet.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, Ben, do you want to go first? Start us off.
Father, I want to thank you for this Christmas season. Lord, for many of us, our plans have changed. Lord, but you remain the same. Your word says that you are the same yesterday, today, and forever. And Lord, we think about your birth, Lord, that changed the trajectory of this world. Lord, that we can come into a relationship with the creator of the universe through your birth and through your sacrifice on the cross. Lord, I want to say, Lord, thank you. Lord, I want to say I love you. And Lord, just thinking about you and your people over this Christmas period. Thank you, Lord. Amen.
Amen. Yeah, Father, I want to thank you for your sovereignty over this world. It's so reassuring to know that you are in control of all things. Father, this pandemic didn't take you by surprise. It's not something that you that took you off balance, or that you didn't know or plan in your divine purposes. Father, I just thank you that you are shaking up our society. I truly believe that you are using this pandemic for your good, because you do that for everything. And so I know that it's true, that you do all things to bring glory to your name. Father, this shaking of our status quo, of our value systems, of our way of thinking about things, Lord, you have, and maybe we need even more of a shake up, so that people will really see their position in the world and, Father, turn to you. I thank you that all those people that have, through this pandemic, have turned to you. And Father, I truly believe that more people to come, especially over this Christmas period, even in the difficulty of isolation, it may be that is the trigger for them to turn to you and to find you. And they would look back on this period as actual blessing. It's the time that they've found the Lord. But Father, thank you that you're always working. Thank you that you're sovereign in control. And Father, I pray that your will would be done in 2021, even more so than in this year, Lord. Lord, we commit our very lives to you. Our very breath, Father, is a gift from you. So, Father, we commit ourselves to your love, to your care. And, Father, we pray your will be done in 2021. Amen.
Amen. And I want to thank you for the people that are in our lives, that we can lean on when things are difficult. The people that are just there to talk to. Things have changed this year. Plans have changed. People's mental health has suffered. And I thank you for the people that are there. And also, I want to thank God that we can lean on him when things are difficult. I'll pray into 2021 that things will become a little bit easier, that the vaccine works, and hopefully we can at least control how COVID is controlling our lives at the moment. Amen.
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 On that, actually, about talking to people, there might be a few people that are, finding themselves alone this Christmas. So if you do need to have a chat, message me. The GodCentral contact details will be at the end of the video. Email, whatever you have to do. Get in touch with us and we'll have a chat.
That's important. Yeah. Nice one. Yeah, please feel free to reach out if you need to. It's so important.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. We don't want anybody having a lonely Christmas.
No, definitely not.
I'll bring some parmesan parsnip around your house.
Maybe leave that at home, Ian. Right, thanks for coming on, guys.
Oh, nice one.
Remember for everyone watching, remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll see you soon. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry
Christmas, everyone.
A Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye.